third reading is taken from Evangelii Gaudium, The Joy of the Gospel, by Pope Francis. Concern for the vulnerable, Article 214. Precisely because this involves the internal consistency of our message about the value of the human person, the Church cannot be expected to change her position on this question. I want to be completely honest in this regard. This is not something subject to alleged reforms or modernization. It is not progressive to try to resolve problems by eliminating a human life. On the other hand, it is also true that we have done little to adequately accompany women in very difficult situations, where abortion appears as a quick solution to their profound anguish, especially when the life developing within them is the result of rape or a situation of extreme poverty. Who can remain unmoved before such painful situations? There are other weak and defenseless beings who are frequently at the mercy of economic interests or indiscriminate exploitation. I am speaking of creation as a whole. We human beings are not only the beneficiaries but also the stewards of all creatures. Thanks to our bodies, God has joined us so closely to the world around us that we can feel the desertification of the soil almost as a physical ailment, and the extinction of a species as a painful disfigurement. Let us not leave in our wake a swath of destruction and death which will affect our own lives and those of future generations. Here I would like to make my own touching and prophetic lament voiced some years ago by the bishops of the Philippines. An incredible variety of insects lived in the forest and were busy with all kinds of tasks. Birds flew through the air, their bright plumes and varying calls adding color and song to the green of the forests. God intended this land for us, His special creatures, but not so that we might destroy it and turn it into a wasteland. After a single night's rain, look at the chocolate-brown rivers in your locality and remember that they are carrying the lifeblood of the land into the sea. How can fish swim in sewers like the Passage and so many more rivers which we have polluted? Who has turned the wonder world of the seas into underwater cemeteries bereft of color and life? Small, yet strong in the love of God, like Saint Francis of Assisi, all of us as Christians are called to watch over and protect the fragile world in which we live and all its peoples. Here ends our third reading.
Thanks be to God.